Hi, Sweta. Sweta, hello. Can you record me, Sweta?
Yeah,
Fine. So, what according to generally, what is the definition of a business analyst? Coming to the point, what is the definition of a business analyst? Business analyst is the person, my friend. Business analyst is the person. Okay. He is acting as a license. Or business analyst is the person. He is acting as an intermediary. What do you mean by intermediary or license? License is that or intermediary is that middle person. Okay. He is acting as a middle person. Fine.
okay.
Between the client and the organization. Again, I'll tell you. What is the definition of a business analyst? Business analyst is the person who is going to act as. Business analyst is a person who is going to act as the, okay, license or intermediary. Business analyst is the person who is going to act as a license or intermediary or a middle person between the client and the organization. So again here, what is the definition of the client? Or in some companies they are going to say client. In some companies they are going to say stakeholder. My friend, both are the same. Okay. In
Okay.
some companies they are going to say client. In some companies they are going to say stakeholder. Both are the same.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So what is the again definition of a stakeholder or a client? What is the definition of a stakeholder or a client? Yes, basically stakeholder is the person. Basically, stakeholder is the person who is going to get the impact. Basically, stakeholder is the person, okay, who is going to get impact by the outcome of the product. Basically, stakeholder is the person, okay, who is going to get impacted. Impact means, okay, the outcome, right? Hagine. Okay,
Okay.
so that might be that the impact might be a negative or positive. The impact might be negative or positive. Okay, so again, I'm telling you what is the definition of a stakeholder? Stakeholder is a person. Stakeholder is a person who is going to get the impact. That might be positive impact or negative impact, my friend. Okay, who is going to get impact? Okay,
Okay.
okay, by the outcome of the project. What do you mean by outcome? Can you say outcome of the project? What do you mean by it?
By the outcome of the project means the project may go live, whatever he is doing, or not go live, or might be stop, or any
Outcome means
problems.
obviously the end, right?
End
Is
user.
life itself.
Okay.
So sometimes project may be flop. Sometimes
Flopped.
project may be hit. Always project means, my friend, is not software project itself, right? So
Yeah.
the project also might be movie project also.
Hmm.
So here stakeholder means in IT, stakeholder means the person who is going to give you the business. Okay.
Okay.
Stakeholder means the person who is going to give you the business. Wherein in movies, who is going to put the money in movies? In movies,
Fun.
who is going to put the money? Who is going to fund that for movie? Who is going
In
to fund for a movie?
Yeah, director,
Producer, right?
producer. Sorry. Yeah,
Right.
producer.
Producer is going to fund.
Yeah,
In case if the movie is flop,
he will go to losses.
absolutely right. He'll be on
Yes.
roads, as simple as that.
Yes.
So always, that is what stakeholder means. You should understand he is not a person who only puts the money. He is only not the person. Even as far as movie is concerned, okay, the
Okay.
director is also a stakeholder. Because what is the definition of stakeholder? He is going to get the impact, right? He is going to get the impact, right? Okay. He is
Okay.
going to get the impact. So if the movie is flop, director career also would be at stake, right? Next,
Yes.
no producer would be taking him.
Yes.
Okay, what in case if the movie is flop, the hero is also a stakeholder because next movie, his charges might go down.
Yes.
I think. Okay, so you need to understand stakeholder means in software, it is not always the client, my friend. Even as a BA, you are also stakeholder because it is your duty to take down the requirement. The even developer is also a stakeholder because it is his duty to understand the requirements and deploy that software. Okay. So the
Yeah.
definition of stakeholder is that, it might be a positive or negative impact. He is going to get, if the application is developed on time, wonderful, well and good. What in case, if that is not been, okay, then
Yes.
also, God is great. As simple as that. Right?
Yeah.
So that is what, my friend, that is the definition of a stakeholder. Again, I'm saying you, what is the definition of a business analyst? Business analyst is the person. Business analyst is the person who is going to act as an intermediary or a license. Okay, he is going to act as an intermediary or a license
Had a lesson.
between the client and the stakeholder. Okay, so far clear, my friend?
Yes.
Sure?
Between the client and the
Client and the organization, I'm sorry.
on the organization.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Client and the organization.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Again, next coming to the point. So let us take with an example. Let us take with an example, my friend.
Okay.
Okay, so here your friend is running a restaurant. Let us take an example that your friend is running a restaurant. Okay, so what is that restaurant? I mean, a small restaurant in his village nearby. Okay, so all these days he used to have the manual billing. What do you mean by manual billing, my friend? Any idea?
Manual billing, noting down like book bill number will be
Okay,
there,
in a
right?
piece of paper, right?
Paper.
Okay, fine. So, as his restaurant is very new, my friend. So, he could able to manage because he can't expect more and more customers, right? It is quite obvious, no?
Yes.
He cannot expect more and more customers. Fine. So, what is happening? So, here, what is happening is that, my friend, basically, okay. So,
Okay.
here what is happening? So, basically, he need to understand. So, basically, he need to understand what is that. So, as the customer grows on, as the customer grows on, then that would be heck of trouble. No, you cannot use manual anymore, right? Agree?
Yes.
Okay. So, as the customer, as the hotel gets a good fame, obviously that many customers would be hopping in.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the reason. That is the reason. Okay, he want to, because that would be heck of trouble for him if he were to have the manual billing. So he want to proceed to automation. What do you mean by automation?
In system, he want
Absolutely.
automatically.
Can you give example?
Example like initially he was writing on paper, right? Now he want to maintain
No, the
a record
automation
like
example in
Excel.
your day-to-day life. The automation bill example in your day-to-day life. Have you seen
Pardon?
the
Automation
automation
billing?
in your day-to-day life? Have you seen in your day-to-day life the automation billing? Have you seen the
Mm,
automation billing?
Automation billing in restaurant, if we go and order something, they will give
Absolutely right.
a
Just
bill,
on a
right?
click.
Yeah.
Just on a click,
Just
you are going
on
to
a click, we will get the bill. What
find.
item? Yeah.
So that is what, my friend. Okay. So that is what automation billing is all about. So your friend want to have the automation billing. Okay, because he cannot run the show. Because he cannot run the show.
Okay.
Fine with this anymore. With this manual bill anymore. Okay. So
Okay.
unfortunately, your friend is a business person. He's a hotelier. Means he knows how to run the hotel business. But unfortunately, he doesn't know how to develop a software, right? Agree?
Yes.
Okay. Why? Because he's not a software, he's not a techie, as simple as that. Techie means he's not having sound knowledge in technology. Right? Because
Yes.
he's not having sound knowledge in technology. So what he is doing, he's going to approach obviously, he's going to approach the IT company itself, right? Agree?
Yes.
Okay. It is quite obvious that he's going to approach the IT company itself. So that is what, my friend, that is what happening. Because, all these days, your friend used to run the manual billing. All these days, your friend used to run the manual billing. Here, he want to get into the automated billing. Here, he want to get through the automated billing. So it is quite obvious that. So it is quite obvious that he would be approaching the he would be approaching the organization or a IT company. Okay. So I told you again, what is company is doing? Company is going to select one business analyst. Okay. Company is
Yeah.
going to select one business analyst. So that is what happening, my friend. So from here, business analyst would be talking to a client. What the business analyst is going to talk with the client? Can you tell me?
To the client, what is your requirement? They will
Absolutely.
ask what
What do
what's
you mean by
ask
requirement?
final output, what you need, the
Requirement is
expected.
need of the client, right? Of course, final output I'm not denying. What is
Uh-huh.
the requirement? Need, right?
So example, in this case, the restaurant, they want the billing, right? So
Automation
billing
billing.
automated means they want that
Absolutely.
website, which website they can use for automation billing.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Yeah.
is what, right? Agree.
Yes, agree.
Okay. So that is what my okay, fine. So
Yes.
here again I'm telling you. So here, okay, what is the what in here in this case? So your friend is approaching one of the IT companies. How is going to approach? Probably tomorrow being day two, I'll explain. Okay, how
Okay.
is going to approach tomorrow? I'm going to explain. So in this way, client is going to approach. Fine. So what is your organization is doing or in your company is doing? They are going to select one business analyst. Okay, they are going to select one business analyst. So the business analyst in turn, okay, he would be talking to a client. What he's talking, he's first understanding what exactly the client requires. He's understanding the requirement of the client. Okay, the business analyst is understanding the need or requirement of the client. Fine. And
Yes.
then he's passing on to the organization. What do you mean by what he's going to pass on to the organization?
What inputs he got from
What
the
requirements he got from the client.
one from the client? Yes.
Okay, what requirements he got from the client.
Okay.
Okay, so that is what he's going to do, my friend. Okay, fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what? So who comprises of this organization or company in a project? Who would be there? To whom this business analyst is telling the requirements?
To the organization or company,
Fine, fine. Organization company. Who would be there?
clients or stakeholders.
No, ma. In
Huh.
your company, right? Who would be there?
Okay. In the organization, to whom
You are
business
going to
analyst
give the
will be
requirements.
gathering the requirements you are asking?
You gather the requirements, right? You took the requirements, right?
Yes.
Okay, as soon as you took the requirements, what are you going to do?
Reaching out to the developers for the
That is
developing the
what I said.
project.
So, organization company means nothing but developers and testers, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Organization comes under that.
fine. Because
Mhm.
organization means your team, your
My
company.
team.
On a lighter note, nothing but your team, right?
Yes.
Okay, so these people would be there.
Okay.
I am getting my point.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you are simple in one way. I can say is that. Okay, so if you are to say, I hope you are seeing my screen, right?
Yes. Yes.
So here, you are going to take the requirement from left to side. That is nothing but the client or stakeholder. Okay,
Yes.
as soon as you're done taking the requirements, now you are going to pass it on to your company or the team members. Who are
Yes.
the team members? Who are the team members? They are
The, they are my team.
developers or testers.
Yes.
Simple.
Okay. Yeah.
Fine. Done.
Fine. Yeah.
Done?
Clear. Yes.
Fine. Okay. So this is the thing, ma'am. This is the rules and responsibilities of a BA. Sorry, the definition of a BA.
Definition. Okay.
Sure. So in simple way, what you are going to say, BA is the person, or I act as a BA. Being a BA, okay, generally, I form a bridge between, or a license, or an intermediary between the client and the organization. That's
Okay.
my point.
Yeah.
Okay, I am intermediary between the client and the organization.
Organization.
As simple as that. Got my point, team?
Yes.
Sure, any doubts?
No. Clear.
Again, I'm reiterating once again about yourself. Generally, your first question would be tell me about yourself, right? Agree?
Yes. Tell me about yourself. Yes.
So that is what my friend. Okay. So tell me about yourself means, you need to tell the definition of a BA and also you need to say the roles and responsibilities. So here now we want to discuss about these 7 roles and responsibilities. Now we are going to discuss about these 7 roles and responsibilities.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
what are those 7 roles and responsibilities? Basically, the very first role and responsibility is that. Basically, the very first role and responsibility is that, my friend, you have to gather the requirement. Okay,
Okay.
you have to gather the because that is your prime duty, right? Okay,
Yes.
you have to gather the requirement. What do you mean by gathering the requirement? Taking down the requirement, right?
Yes.
Jotting down, taking. What do you
Dotting, noting down.
take? What do you mean by taking down or noting down? What do you mean by it?
Mm. Writing the writing, taking, noting, everything comes like what is the ask or requirement from the stakeholders.
Okay, so nothing but because again coming to definition. So stakeholder has come to you, right?
Yes.
Basically, stakeholder has come to you, right? Okay, so for what reason he has turned up to you? He is having the need, na? What was the need according to our example?
The platform where he need the automation for the,
Right, we need to have
yeah,
the software application,
software application where he
right?
requires, yeah,
Automation, billing automation, as you
billing
mentioned.
requirement.
Okay, fine. So here for that billing requirement, that was his primary need. Okay, so you need to understand the need of the client, right? So
Yes.
for that, so as to develop this, in other words, for example, for your easy understanding. So your wants. Okay, so your what should I say? Book my show is the thing. Okay, so your client has come to you for for a web for this development of this website, Book my show application.
Okay.
Okay, so what is the primary need of the client? Tell me here. Think of it, Aram said, no worries. What is the primary requirement of the client here?
Mm. So, client need this Book My Show platform
Why? Why? What is the intention?
to book the tickets, to allow other users to book the tickets.
Wonderful. To allow the other users, you should not say ideally, you have to say end users. Okay.
End users. Okay.
So to make sure, end users utilize this application so that, the booking of tickets would be very easy, right? That would be feasible rather than, staying in long queues. That would be
Yes.
a of trouble for the end movie lovers, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that is the main motto. So, okay, that is the higher level intention. That is the higher level requirement. Obviously, only having book my show that doesn't fetch you, that doesn't give you this application, right? So in
Yes.
this, what constitutes this book my show? In other words, we call it as features, no? Okay. What
Yeah.
constitutes this application? Of course, you need to have movies, you need to have login page, you need to have payment page. All these also would be included, right? Agree?
Yes.
So all these requirements, so my friend, all these requirements are told by the client to you. That is nothing but gathering the requirements. Okay,
Okay.
taking down the requirements. So how? Because end of the day, now this book my show is the baby of your client, right? Agree?
Yes.
Now this book my show is the baby of your client. Mean and that's his product, right? Because
Yes.
he knows how this product to be. Agree?
Yes.
Because he knows how this product to be. So in the same way, my friends, okay, so client would be turning up to you. Client would be turning up to you. Fine. So he's going to tell about the requirements. In other words, how this baby should look like. Okay. He's
Okay.
going to say how this baby should look like. So here it is your duty to take down all those requirements. Okay. Or
Yes.
note down or write it down those requirements. Got my point?
Yes.
Sure, any doubt?
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
So,
yes.
one doubt. So, what the output, final output he want? So, all that will comes under requirement gathering. The page, I want like this. So, I want example like he want in Book My Show. If you have shown the sample, right? So the picture should be like this, and login page should be like this. The payment
Absolutely
details.
right.
So each
Absolutely.
and everything, whatever he want, how he want to look like up above it is like streaming, events, plays, sports, like versa, like anything like for children means children, like subtab.
Obviously, yes,
Huh.
yes,
How he want that all will come under first point.
absolutely.
Okay.
And one thing, my friend, because Rome was not built in a day, because that's a vague idea client has got.
Okay.
As we start, basically at the very first meet or during the very initial days, okay, the requirements also would be vague. Like at the
Okay.
higher level, you are going to build that. As
Yes.
you proceed further, these are all the, I can say, these are all the the abrupt ideas, I can say, in other words.
Yeah, either doable or not doable.
Absolutely,
Requirement
because,
gathering will be more lengthy. So how they want, but based upon discussions and the feasibility, we will
absolutely.
let them. Okay.
Yes, yes, because at the initial level, probably when you start the project at the very fresh level, okay, the idea would be, the idea, the agenda, the objective is the same. Client wants to, the end user to enjoy these movies.
Yes.
Okay, that is the objective. But basic requirements would be given. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
what you are going to do? You are going to take down those requirements and you are going to pass it on to your development team. Okay,
Okay.
fine. So as you develop, as the client see this UI, okay, the outer UI, fine, the front end UI,
Yeah.
fine. Then there would be like n number of ideas would be emerging, right?
Yes.
So the best example I can say, when you buy a new house, okay. So
Yeah.
obviously there would be modifications would be done by you, right? Obvious, right?
Yes.
For
Correct.
instance, for the car also, when you buy based on your budget, so at least you're going to spend at least 30 to 40 or 50K. Okay. So you're implementing some of the new parts, right? Agree.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you are remodeling it. Why is that you are going to do?
For the convenience or feasibility or
Absolutely, because
requirement,
you never ever know starting what is that.
starting never. Yeah.
Okay, so in the same way, especially when you are, building a software application. Okay, you are just having a vague idea. That's it.
Okay.
As it materializing, it goes, n number of hardships. Okay,
Yes.
sure, got my point. So
Yes.
first point is that, my friend, you are going to gather the requirement.
Okay.
Okay, you are going to gather the requirement. So for everything, there would be a protocol. Okay. For everything, there would be a protocol. For example, client is, you have invited me. Just an example. Okay. So you
Okay.
have invited me for lunch to your house. Let's take an example.
Okay.
Okay. So unfortunately, it is that you have sent me what. So obvious, it is quite obvious that you are going to send me the map, right, through WhatsApp.
Yes.
So let's take an example that, the map has ended at least, 300 to 400 meters prior to your house. Let's
Okay.
take an example that, the map has ended, the location has ended, 300 or 400 meters prior to your house. What you are going to do? And what am I going to do?
So if the got ended means immediately um app ended means the person who is coming to my house. So you will be calling, obviously the map has ended, the destination is here or not, you will be asking.
Okay,
So I will be saying like the point, house name or building name or anything, so whether you have reached at this destination or not. So if you say the different means, okay, looks like the maps has been ended already in some other lane or not, so I'll try to suggest you to come via my words only, I'm taking left or right, the navigation.
wonderful, wonderful. So why are you doing it so? Why are you doing it?
As map did not work.
Okay, and apart from that,
Might be the maps, whatever I have shared, the link might be that is different or incorrect.
that is fine, because why
Pointing.
are you doing is that, end of the day, I should come to your house for lunch, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay, that should be, that is the primary motive. In
Yes.
the same way, my friend, because asking you, probing is that, where are you? To your left, can you see Balaji supermarket? To your right, can you see, the Haldiram shop? In the straight, can you see in the next second lane, can you see chicken shop? All these things, why are you doing it? In other words, can we say it as you are probing, right? Agree?
Yes.
Probing means
So
nothing but, asking very detailed.
very in detail.
Okay, digging it out, in other words. Fine. So in the same way, again, if I were to tell you in terms of the software language, so why are you? Because your job is to take down the requirement, right? Your job is to take down means gather the requirement. It is quite obvious that sometimes when client is going to give you the requirement, so that would be in his mind, but he's unable to express. For
Yes.
example, if I were to see my screen, so client wants, this movies feature. Okay. So, that's in his mind, but he's unable to express that, how this UI should look like.
Yes.
Okay. Because he's a businessman, right? He don't know how to interpret. Okay. There are also sometimes even we also would be experiencing this, right? Sometimes
Yes.
we say, yeah, that's in my mind, but I'm unable to express. Can we say that?
Yes. Will
Right?
say.
అలా చెప్తాం కదా. అరే నోట్లో ఉంది కానీ చెప్పడానికి కూడా రావటం లేదు, ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
Okay. So in the same way, that's the reason you need to probe, you need to tick. Acha, is it so? Acha, is that so? Okay. So can we put in this way? Can we put the other way? So we are asking in very minute. Why are we asking? Because our job is that. Okay, we are analyst, right? We need to analyze, no?
Yes.
We are acting as a catalyst, right? What do you mean by catalyst? Helping, right?
Helping. Yeah.
In other words, I can say you are acting as a, okay, as a salt, I can say, for an easy understanding. Salt is acting as a catalyst, right?
Yes.
Okay, without salt, it is pretty tough. You cannot eat.
Yes.
At least some salt. That would be a
Yes.
pinch of salt is also enough. In that same way, my friend, yes, that is the reason you are here. That is called the digging out. The process of digging out is called as the elicitation technique. Elicitation. Eliciting means, okay, eliciting means, my friend, it is digging out.
Okay.
Okay, eliciting means digging out. And how are you going to dig? There are 5 techniques. Now itself, I'm not going to say, probably in the third class. Probably third class would be on Thursday. Thursday, I'm going to say elicitation technique.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go very slow, one by one, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, have you understood the very first rule? First
Yes.
rule is that you are going to gather requirement by elicitation technique. That is your first and foremost duty, my friend. Okay,
Okay.
or the responsibility, in other words.
Okay.
Okay, you are going to gather requirements by elicitation techniques. Okay,
Okay.
probably there are more than 10. I'll be saying only 5.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be saying only 5 techniques. Fine. First thing is that you are going to gather requirement by elicitation technique. Fine. Okay. Clear
Okay.
so far?
Yes. Clear.
Fine. So what according to you? I mean, you are working you are working in an organization, right? Okay. So do you know by chance what do you mean by MOM?
MOM. No.
So
No.
MOM is minutes of meeting, right? So when you have
Okay.
typical meeting with your client or with your boss,
Yeah.
haven't your boss said that, I want this MOM or what we have discussed, how the progress should be? Any
Mm.
idea of MOM? Minutes of meeting.
Minutes of meeting. Yeah. I have an idea on minutes of
What do you
meeting.
mean by it? Can tell me your
Like, quickly, can we go through this meeting glance? They will be asking, like, noting down a couple of 5 or 10 questions, whatever they have. So, in that, they will be discussing only on that points, whether that is possible or not possible, what are the challenges, and what are the timelines expecting.
Okay, so basically what is the objective of this MOM is that, my friend? Okay, so it is that, to know the progress, right? It is quite obvious that when you're having meeting with your boss, it is sensitive itself, right?
Yes.
On a vague, on a casual mode, you cannot have meeting with your boss, right?
No. Yeah. Correct.
Okay. So especially when you are, when you are adhering to your deadlines, the project deadlines. Fine. So here, obviously, why are you having this MOM? Because what was the meeting is all about? What was the objective of this meeting? Okay, you are going to share the people who have attended. And what are the intakes? What's been discussed? Agree?
Yes.
Okay, what is been discussed? Because everyone we should know the progress.
Yes.
Okay, based on urgency itself, we have decided about this, right? Okay.
Yes.
So, in the same way, as soon as you come again coming to your role and responsibility, as soon as you take down the requirement, my friend, it is quite obvious that because during taking the requirement, only you and your client is there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, your developer and tester is not there, right?
Yes. They will not be there. Yeah.
Okay,
Correct.
so what you have to do, my friend, it is that it is quite evident that you need to, because how we are going to showcase it to your team members, you need to show some documents, right? So
Yes.
that is the reason you need to document those requirements. As soon as you done by taking the requirement, okay, you need to document the requirement. Again, I'm saying, as soon as you are done taking down the requirements, fine. You are
Yeah.
going to document those. Means, nothing but what do you mean by documentation? Whatever the requirements being discussed with the client,
Okay.
whatever the requirements being discussed with the client, you are going to showcase it to your team members. Okay?
Yeah.
Majorly, you are going to use two documents, my friend. Majorly, you are going to use two documents, BRD and FRD.
Yeah.
Okay? Majorly, you are going to use two documents. BRD and FRD. So what do you mean by BRD and FRD? Again, if you have to see my screen, as the
Business requirement
yes, do you
document.
have any experience?
Yeah, my other support colleague team, they prepared this BRD. I said, right, Zira will be raised by CSM, right? So
Hmm.
CSM will be preparing the BRDs for
So
the client.
ideally, PA should be preparing this, my friend. Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
here I am not preparing this
No
BRD.
worries, no
Yeah.
worries. So okay, so BRD and FRD. As we get here, probably after 3 or 4 days, we are going to learn. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Fine. So here again, first, what is your first job? You are going to gather the requirement. In other words, you are going to take down the requirement. What is the protocol of taking down the requirement? By elicitation technique. Okay, by elicitation. Next one, you are going to document the requirement. Next one is that you are going to document the requirement. How are you going to document the requirement, my friend? Basically, BRD and FRD. Okay,
Okay.
basically BRD and FRD. Okay,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, then after documenting, chalo. Again a use case. Fine. What was the latest movie you have seen in theater? Don't say I don't have habit of watching movies.
No, have I'll see movies, but not in theater, at home only.
So what was the last movie you say you saw at home? Is it by movie rules?
No, Amazon,
What
Netflix.
was the last movie you have seen?
Last movie I have seen recently. What movie I can say? Many movies I have seen.
What was the latest?
Latest I can say, like the new one last week. What I have seen, some Malayalam movie I have seen, but
Anything.
we can go with this latest movie of uh, what do I say? Mm,
Don't
Durandar.
say I don't
Durandar.
go through.
Durandar one.
Durandar means obviously acha,
One.
Durandar in Netflix.
Yeah, Durandar one.
Okay.
First.
So okay, fine. So let's assume I haven't seen that movie. Let's assume. Unfortunately, I've seen that movie thrice.
Okay.
I've been to theater itself watching it thrice.
Okay.
Fine. So let's take an example that I haven't seen the movie.
Okay.
Fine, you have seen the movie. But
Okay.
in case if I were to ask Sweta, as I haven't seen the movie, can you please say the story? Okay. Can you
Okay.
please, can you please tell me the plot of the story? Okay. So what are you going to do?
So I'll just give a glance
Mhm.
what the movie like story,
Okay.
like what is the overall story, how basic, like if it is a love story or comedy, entertainment or action or thriller,
Okay.
and how it went, like family type or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here it is nothing but, my friend. Here it is nothing but. Okay. You need to understand. You need to understand one thing is that if I were to see that movie, If
Hmm.
I were to see that movie, then I could able to easily connect with you, right?
Yes.
Okay, if I were to see that movie, I could able to easily connect with that movie. But unfortunately, as I haven't seen, the way when you are saying the movie, okay, so when you are saying the movie, automatically the characters all be running in your mind, right?
Yes.
Okay, you are saying according to that itself. When you say the plot of the story, when you start enacting about that, telling the story about me, about the story to me, it is
Okay.
quite obvious that how exactly the client is played. Okay, the movie being played, that would be running in your mind. But unfortunately, as I haven't seen, even I cannot expect the same, right? Agree?
Yes.
Okay. Even I cannot expect the same, right? So that is what, my friend. So here in the same way, okay, in the same way, again, I'm telling you, when the client is telling you the requirement, in his mind, the best example again, in his mind, this would be there. Okay, in
Okay.
his mind, this screen would be there when he
Okay.
was expressing it. But when you are taking the requirement, when you are gathering, so your requirement would be changing, right? Your, what should I say? Yeah, the total of your, the way how you take that, the perspective would be changed, right? Agree?
Yes. Agree.
Okay. So in order to, because end of the day, you both should be on same page, as simple as that.
Yes.
Okay, end of the day, you both should be on same page, my friend. So that is the reason for that. What is the best solution? You need to have a, what would be the best solution? You need to have a, what you need to have, my friend? You need to have, okay, the diagrammatic format, right? The blueprint, in other words. Agree?
Yes.
Have
Agree.
you seen this movie Kaidi 150, Chiranjeevi's 5-6 years back?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, in that, very starting 5 to 10 minutes, Chiranjeevi would be asking the blueprint of the jail,
Blueprint. Yeah. Tunnel. Blueprint.
right?
Yes.
For in order to escape. What do you
Yes.
mean by blueprint? It is a pictorial representation,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So that we can get an idea. Based on that blueprint itself, the developers are going to develop that software. Okay. So
Yes.
in the same way, my friend, in the same way, okay, you need to, in the same way, you need to make sure, okay, you are having the blueprint, my friend. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. In my words, I can say like I will collect the sample file how they are expecting. That is nothing but the blueprint. Okay. Got it. Now I can interlink. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So that is what, my friend. Okay,
Okay.
understood.
Yeah. Got it.
Fine. So here, that is what. Okay. So we are going to use a tool called MS Visio. We are going to use a tool called MS Visio, my friend.
Okay.
Okay, we are going to use a tool called MS Visio. Fine.
Fine.
Okay. So that MS Visio I'll tell you after this theoretical class. Again, I'm reiterating, for first 2 weeks you'll be theory, next 2 weeks would be practical. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. So
Okay.
here, that is what, my friend, you need to understand. Again, I'm saying, first of all, first of all, you are going to take the requirement. You are going to take the requirement from the client. How are you going to take the requirement? By elicitation technique. Okay. How are you going to take the requirement? By elicitation
Elicitation
technique.
technique.
Afterwards, what you are going to do? You are going to document the requirement, mainly BRD and FRD. Okay,
Okay.
you are going to document the requirement, mainly BRD and FRD.
FID.
Okay, fine. After that, you are going to model the requirement.
BRD means business required
Business requirement
document and
document,
FRD
functional requirement document.
functional. Okay.
Couple after 4 to 5 days, I'll explain you.
Okay.
Okay, BRD is business requirement, FRD is functional requirement. Okay,
Okay.
next you are going to model the requirements. Okay, so till here understood, clear?
Yes.
So now what you are going to do, my friend, that you know about this. Till left, I told you, right? You are in middle person between the left and right.
Yes.
Okay. So for first 3 points, you've been with the client. You took the requirement. You have documented what are the requirements being given, and you have modeled it and shown to your team member. I mean, to your client. Okay.
Okay.
So here starts your right hand side. For your understanding, I'm telling you.
Okay. Now just only with the left hand side, I am
First three
contacting.
points.
Yeah, first three part. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Fine. Now next coming to the from fourth point. Okay. Come to the right hand side. What is
Okay.
that right hand side? The company or your team, right?
Yes.
It is quite obvious that whatever you spoke with the client, okay, that is not secret. No, end of its business, right?
Business.
Project, right?
Yes.
Obviously, you need to spill the bean. Spill the bean means you need to express.
Yes.
Okay, you need to tell to your client.
Yes.
Fine. What is that? Communicating to the team. Okay, communicating to the team. What do you mean by communicating to team? It is nothing but whatever you discuss with the client, whatever you have discussed with your client, you need to say the same to the client, to your
Okay.
team members.
Okay. I need to express the same whatever I have.
Absolutely right. For that,
Yes.
what is the first and foremost thing? That is the reason you need to take the ownership of requirement. Getting my point?
Yes.
That is the reason you need to take the ownership of the requirement. समझ में आया? You understood?
Yes. Yeah.
So, for example, I'll tell you, I told you, you have to tell to your team members. That is fine. How are you going to say to your team members? Because they might be asking you a number of doubts, right?
Yes.
If until unless you are clear only, you could able to tell the reciprocate the same, right?
Yes.
हाँ कि नहीं? That is
Correct.
not my friend.
If I am not clear,
Then that would be a cough trouble. No, no,
yeah.
no. At least 80% you can say I'm not denying it.
Yeah.
If you also don't know, go approach your client and say, no, there's nothing wrong in it.
Yeah. Correct.
Getting my point?
Yes.
Approach your client and say, what's there? Just ask them for a break, give a pause, get back to your client. Okay,
Yes.
ask him. Fine, ask him.
Yes.
And obviously, done. Okay,
Yeah.
fine, ma'am. So
Correct.
that is what you need to communicate to the team. Okay.
Okay.
So obviously, after as soon as you communicate to the team, your team is going to start the work, right? Agree?
Yes.
So it is quite obvious that when the work is started, you should know about the progress, no?
Yes. I need to know the progress.
Okay, obvious. It is quite obvious that you should know the progress. Okay,
Correct.
so that is what my friend. Progress means, okay, progress means obviously you should know where exactly your project is. For more than you, my friend, more than you, your client would be very eager because he has spent the money, right? Bomb, right?
Yes.
Agony. So it is that's what it is that my friend. Okay, so he has spent the bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is what my friend. So here you are going to track. How are you going to track? You are going to use a HDLC model, software development life cycle. What do you mean by HDLC? Tomorrow let us discuss.
Okay.
So as soon as you take down the requirements, you are going to document the requirements. As soon as you document the requirements, you are going to model or give a pictorial representation. Then then communicating with the client. Okay. Then communicating with the client, then tracking where exactly it is.
Okay.
Okay. Then then comes again a use case. Fine.
Okay.
Again a use case. So again, don't take me wrong for when I'm using this blunt, vague examples. Again, you are constructing a new house. You
Okay.
bought a 150 square yard or 200 square yards. You started constructing a house. It's been 3 months ever since you started constructing a house. So one fine day you asked me to visit your site or plot, whatever.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay. What would I do? Tell me.
You will be asking for a location where you are
Okay,
constructing.
post that. I'm in your site. Tell me.
Okay, you came to my site, the construction site,
Absolutely.
and you have looked the property,
हाँ,
how
बिल्कुल.
it was,
Okay.
and you so might be you are saying the construction here it is incorrect. It could have been done like this, or that this is not that much great, or any suggestion.
Absolutely. On a friendly suggestion, don't right?
Huh.
On a
Huh.
friendly suggestion.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
here in the same way, my friend, because okay, I've given suggested you. Because
Yeah.
I know about horoscope, about Vastu, okay? You
Hmm.
blindly believe me. I told that, don't put the bathroom in hall. It
Hmm.
looks odd, okay? For guest only it is that, right? Wherein you have separate bathrooms in your respective bedrooms. For
Yes.
guest only, right? Why can't you put outside?
Hmm.
Okay, so I've suggested it. Already I've constructed a bathroom near the, I mean, in the hall. So what I'm going to do, my friend? So what you are going to do? You are going to again demolish that and rebuild, right?
Yes.
Generally, okay.
Gen-
So
yeah.
obviously it is not only time taking constraint, it is also getting you financially impacted, right?
Yes.
Agini, it is making you financially impacted, right?
Yes,
So
correct.
that is what, my friend. So already, what in case, okay, you are okay with this. What in case if I keep on saying you a number of changes?
We'll
What,
get
what you are
it.
going to do the next time, you are not going to invite me. The different story altogether. Yes
Yeah.
or no? That's okay. But it is impacting, right?
Yes.
Actually, not only timely constraint, it is impacting, financially also, na?
Yes, correct.
Okay. In the same way, my friend, already, that is what I'm saying. That is the reason product is always called as a complex product. Okay. That is the reason, the product is always called as a complex product, my friend. Why you are going to say complex product? Tell me.
So, if already the requirements are gathered and developer is working, process is started, in progress it is there. So again, continuously changes means that will be becoming more complex, time taking, cost which will be involved, and there will be a latency.
Right. So complex product means, my friend, because you are using now Book My Show. It is very easy now.
Easy.
Because you being end user, chalo, I love this movie record. In fraction of second, I can book my ticket.
Yes.
Okay, fine, simple. But while making this, my friend, while making this product, this software, there might be n number of challenges, no,
Yes.
for the developers, testers, whatever. Okay.
Yes.
So that is what, my friend, again, coming reiterating once again. When already the project is already it is in process. Okay, your client is going to come to you and gives you n number of changes. No, 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 I don't want this, I want that. No, 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 I don't want this, I don't want that. Okay, so you need to handle the change request, my friend. Getting my point?
Yes.
You need to handle the change request also, my friend. Okay,
Yeah.
you need to handle. How are you going to handle change request? I'll tell you as we proceed further. Don't worry.
Okay.
After that, okay, UAT, user acceptance testing. It means, the last stage whether already your software is ready to deploy.
One question for
Please,
me.
please, thousand questions.
Tomorrow, anyhow, you will be saying that change request. This change request is the more headache for the BA. What I observe here, as you said, like, so client after giving the requirement, once developers start the work, in middle they will come and